First of all, I would like to congratulate the new incoming board. You have a high pressure, being expected more from the members and promise more. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve in the previous board, and definitely the last 2 years has been an intensive year for me and the board as we go through the challenging times in our chapter history. I'm really glad that we are able to diversify. This year we have 2 women in our board, which is good. I think we have more. We have 2 young professionals as well, and we have representation of the government, public sector, private sector, and academia as well. So all are represented. A lot of improvement in the chapters are not seen by the members. They are governance by nature. We have established so-called our code of ethics. Thanks to Mark. Mark created that code of ethics so that within the board we come from different background. Sometimes we don't agree on certain things, but we try to resolve it in a good way, right? And this brings us, as you can see, that we have a very smooth transition between the previous board and the new board. And if you're a member of a different association, you probably have seen that this will be probably one of the best so-called chapter in government. The other thing is I would like to so-called mention one particular member who has made a significant contribution to the chapter. Right? This person has helped us to so-called link us up with the Personal Data Protection Committee. And he's a big one sitting there, right? Without him, we weren't able to organize an evening seminar with EPC and subsequently invite them to speak in a conference. So even though you're not on the board, you are not in the subcommittee, doesn't mean that you cannot contribute. You can contribute in many ways. So please speak to the board members, the new board members. I'll be staying on as the immediate past president. I'll be helping the board to guide them on the right direction. I'll encourage all members to join us as subcommittee members to help the new board, which is the mandate of more. And even if you're not, then you can help us in any capacities you can. Right. So with that, thanks again, and it's been an honor. Well, Amy, as John mentioned, she has dedicated a lot of time to run this conference. Just like you know, in the past conferences was prepared about 3 to 4 months before the event. For the past 2 years, for this coming last conference was prepared for 10 months. So that's a huge work. So for John has done a lot of so-called challenging tasks as well. In doing the technology so-called updates as well as the secretarial functions, and he will continue to have big challenges to overcome. So with that, John has been honored with this President Award as well. So there's a new category this year what we call Promising New Chapter Leader. This Forum has joined us mid-term, right? So about half a year with us. And when he joined, he has to take over the so-called challenging portfolio as well, which is marketing and communications. And he was able to do very well. And he is very instrumental in securing the platinum sponsorship for Oracle. They contributed about $25,000 to our seminar. So for that, I would like to honor Forum with the President Award with the category of Promising New Chapter Leader. He's not here, being a new parent, so sends apologies. The next person deserving board members is Ferry Harris. Ferry is the person that is responsible for all email communications. So when you got website updates, Twitter updates, Facebook updates, as well as the email broadcast, he's the person behind it. And it is really a challenging work as well because it's time sensitive. If something has to go out by this morning, it has to go out this morning. So he spent a lot of time during business hours to support it, to deliver this commitment. He's with DHL. He's currently doing an audit in Johannesburg, so very far away in South Africa. So we will provide his award with later on.
So at this point, I'm going to take over. Of course, it's our tradition to honor our outgoing board members. Board members who have served us in the past, and then we have devoted their time, as I mentioned here. Right, so we want to honor these members for their past contributions. First, yes, Avinash, who has been serving for the board since 2012. He was the director of programs workshop and from 2012 to 2013. Jamal, of course, is our director of programs seminar Of course, this person you don't need to mention. I think most of you know him. Ram has been serving for the past, how many years? About 10 years, right, on the board. And most recently, he was the honorary treasurer for the last 2 years. Ram, please. Okay, next one, of course, last but not least, our Leonard. He also has been serving for a long time. But of course, most recently as the past 2 years as our president. So, you invite Chuan, the nominating committee as for the Ines. Okay, next, we also have a lot of appreciation to give out. Okay, so a lot of them have done a lot of work behind the scenes where it's not really very visible. Yeah, but what they help, I think the chapter will have a hard time trying to get all the things done. So first, foremost, we have Hui Han, who's been our marketing consult committee for quite a few years. I think it's 3 or 4 years already. Yeah, so the newsletter you see there, each of them have received actually part of the work that she'll be doing for us. But unfortunately, she's not here with us today, so we will keep the work for her. Next, we have Lim Yong. As mentioned, Lim Yong has been serving as a committee on the program workshop. So, John, please. Next, we have Rohit. I believe he's not here today. I believe it's Rohit. So he has been serving on the industry outreach. So in the past year, he has managed to help us to at least a few speakers for monthly talks. As well. So as what Leonard has mentioned, in your professional capacity, if you know anybody who would be able to give a good talk, educational talk to our members, please feel free to refer them to us. Next, we have Aichi. She mentioned she was part of the academic subcommittee, so due to her position. So, Aichi, please. Next, she also has been serving in our academic committee, but unfortunately is not here with us today. Right, last but not least, we have this class of members, we call them academic advocates. Actually, it's not what we give, it's the HQ. HQ named them academic advocates. They are essentially academic members of local institutions who they appoint to further the cause of ISACA. Of course, you should not forget our next generation. So they provide, as I mentioned here, they provide positive influence to students. Of course, get them interested in the area of audit assurance and security. Of course, they play a very pivotal role in helping us to set up student chapters as well. So, first we have Chan Kang, academic advocate for not here with us. We have her colleague to receive the award for her. Alright, so that's the end of the AGM. If you have no questions, any questions before we end? No, not. Thank you for joining us tonight, and hope we'll see you next year. But not next year, okay? Please do come forward and give us any feedback and questions if you can. Thank you very much.